Yes, hello and welcome to another interview with Animatricks Festival, coming to you from Helsinki online this year. We are pleased to have Alexandra Májová here with us from Czech Republic. Welcome, Alexandra, and please introduce yourself. And yes, please.
Hi, I'm Alexandra Májová, and I have in your competition my quite new film Washing Machine. And what else to say? I don't know.
Yeah, it's
I'm
a very
quite shy, so
yeah.
better if you will ask.
Yeah. No, it's a wonderful film. I really enjoyed it, and I have to say that during this, pandemic where everything is uncertain, and then I did all the selections for this year's like competition, and you're just watching hundreds of films, and as you know, a lot of them are not that interesting, and then you're really depressed about this situation, and you don't know if you're gonna have a festival is going to be online or not. What is an online festival? Is anybody going to watch it? Or all these kind of things. And then I see your film, and it's the best thing to have. It's really like it's so simple and funny, and I think everything about it works. So yeah, and so tell us because I know this isn't like this is a professional film. So how many years you've been making animation, and is this your and then is this like how many of your films?
Oh, well, so I studied on FAMU animation, and this is my first, I think, my first short film after graduation. But I made like two or more three students films, a swimming pool and Metropolis. It was quite successful on festivals. And then I also made a TV series for kids last year, or it was like the premiere was on September 2020. So that's it. And then also when I work on this TV series, I made this washing machine in my free time. So it's independent animation, yeah, without any producer and any funds supports and like this. It was made just uh, for fun and yeah.
And certainly it shows. It's really brilliant. And so, yeah, you had this Metropolis. That was your graduation film, and that was like how many years ago? And also, that because I've seen some like children's animations that you've made, which were short films. So also talk to us about that. So you've been quite, I think, active after your graduation.
Yeah, Metropolis, it was 2013, and then I started to make this TV series with my co-director Kateřina Karhankova, and maybe you see because few episodes we also sending on festivals like short film, so maybe you saw one of them because there is 26 episodes and I think four of them traveled around festivals
Mhm.
during the last years. So
Yes, yeah, because I remember this Fruit of the Clouds. You work on that one, right?
not really. It's Katka's film. It's Katerina's film.
Oh,
I just help her with I don't know one or two scenes or something like that,
okay.
like animators.
Then it
But
was the Bears. The other one was the Bears,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah,
so that's a series. So I've only seen
yeah.
like
This
one
TV
episode.
series. Yeah,
Ah,
and I think it also or my producer said it was in Finland also in television maybe.
okay. I don't know about that, but it
I don't
was
know
in yeah, it
how
was in
it's
our yeah, it was in our competition like last year as well. So I've seen
no.
that one.
It's
Yeah.
called Hungry Bear Tales in English. So
Yes.
I don't know how it's in Finnish, but yeah,
Mm. Interesting. I
maybe.
didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know about the Finnish television thing because normally they don't get. That's actually really wonderful to hear because normally we don't get very. I mean, you make very good animation in Czech Republic, but because of some distribution reason, we normally don't get it here. We get obviously mostly American and British, and then maybe French, but then a lot of good European countries in terms of animation they get excluded very easily, and yeah. But this is wonderful news. This is wonderful to hear, and yeah, and that's what I'm thinking that what I really like about your films that they all have this really good kind of sense of humor, and you have this, and because I also remember seeing this. Is it Swimming Pool or something that you've directed? They all have. I mean, that is not maybe like it's not just sort of like a comedy, but then you have this attention to the detail that there's this like little details that like just in the middle of a serious scene that makes you like laugh a lot like do you which is really wonderful to watch. So I'm just wondering like when you are starting with a project, what do you think like do you always want to make a comedy film, or do you have a specific choice what kind of films you want to make always?
Mm, I like to make comedy films, so I think like mm, I think until now everything was a comedy, and I think also in the future I think it's very important for me to make it as a comedy. I just like it to develop some jokes and to entertain the audience by my sense of humor if it's funny. So yeah, I like to make comedy films.
Mhm. So, do you have like I don't know, like specific methods, like about the story? Like, what is the kind of qualities you think about in the story that you think is going to make an interesting or a quite a humoristic film?
I usually I have a lot of notebooks with ideas like what I'm collecting, or just if, for example, when I wake up in the night and I have some idea, I just write it down. And so sometimes I just go through these notebooks, and if I found something that's in that time um, is interesting for me. So I usually start with some character. If I also make some drawings a lot with some characters, and after I have the character, I developing the story around it. So that's my usual work on films. So uh, and about washing machine, I had these notes in that because my old washing machine was very noisy, and uh, it started to walking around the bathroom when it makes laundry. So that was my inspiration for this film. So I find this note about washing machine, which is very lovely, and trying to trying to uh, how to say, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No, it is really because I mean the washing machine is that you just described it in the best way, and I think the thing I like about it is that the design is so simple, so the comedy works best. I mean, do you think do you make a lot of like concepts and designs for the film and to decide what it's working best with you?
About this film, I think I had about 3 or 4 different designs, and then I wasn't satisfied. So usually when I don't know how to do it, I'm trying to cut out it from paper. So I try to make some cutouts, and I find these plumbers trousers, in the shape of it, say, oh, this is nice, and also some other shapes. And I said that, okay, this looks nice and it's simple, and the story is simple too, so maybe it can fit together. So
Yeah, no, because I was like, I was watched the film so many times, and I was thinking like, what could be better about it, like in terms of the comedy, and then it's like, no, the choices are perfect, the sounds are great, all the movements and everything, and you have like the perfect talent for it. So, what is?
thank
Yeah, no, it is. It was really like I have to say, hands on, like the funniest film I saw last year. I mean, it's everything about it is just brilliant. All the sounds and all the sort of like the love story between the washing machine and the whole idea is crazy between the guy, and then the way you've shown it is amazing. I think it's just you show it to anybody, everybody just remembers it. Like anybody I've asked, is like, yeah, everybody was just like, oh no, that's just the best thing ever. So, but so what is next for you? Do you want to continue making the same films, or what are you going to work next?
Well, now I have some like break because we finished this TV series, and also washing machine is done. And but I would like to make some new films. I have some ideas, but nothing clear yet. But now we found with my husband a small studio, and we start to make a really short animation for fun, like loops and some like something like that. And so this is like the near future projects, to make some short joke loops, something like this. And then maybe some longer film. I make a lot of sketches in last 3 years. Something like, I started with Inktober, if you know this.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so maybe I will do something which will be based on these sketches from the Inktober what I made.
Hmm. Yeah, sounds
It
wonderful.
will be fun again.
Yeah, it sounds wonderful. So you live in Prague and you're working in Prague?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, there's an
yeah.
amazing animation community in Prague. So yeah, it sounds like a wonderful place to be for animation. So okay, well, sounds wonderful. So good luck to you, and it was wonderful
Thank you.
meeting you, and hopefully we'll meet in Anifilm. Or I've been many times to Anifilm, but I think we haven't crossed paths. But wonderful meeting
Ah,
you, and yes, and good luck with your future projects. So
thank you.
have a wonderful
And
summer.
good luck with the festival. I just 2 days I'm watching your competition, and I'm really enjoying it.
Okay,
So thanks.
great. Thank you. Thank you. Have a wonderful summer. Thank you. Thank you. Goodbye. Bye.
Bye.